Sup guys, HenryHD here. Why the fuck do I have a fidget spinner? It's not 2017 anymore. Like honestly, why the fuck are these even a thing? Like they just spin. And still spinning. And still spinning. Okay. Okay, I get it. You can stop. You can stop fucking. So anyway guys, welcome back to another video. Will be a video I haven't done in a while. Probably like 2 years. Yeah, 2 years since since I did one for Avengers Endgame. One of my all-time favorite movies still. And today I'm going to be doing a movie review on the. It's not that new because I just looked it up. It's been it released in international countries months ago, but Fast and Furious 9, the one that we've been waiting for years. I think I was still in school when Fast 8 came out, so it's been a while. For 4 years, yeah. I'm doing a movie review on Fast and Furious 9, which I watched last week. I wanted to do the review sooner, but it's running out of time. But I'm doing it now. And also for the ones who haven't seen this movie, I would click off this video immediately or watch it at your own risk. So if you watch it, get pissed at me for the spoilers. Hey, you chose to watch it, not my issue. So yeah, this was somewhat unlike the other ones and somewhat like the other ones. bit of callbacks, a bit of new stuff. Obviously, otherwise just no one would watch a full repetitive movie that's 100% callbacks of other ones, because they'd just be like, okay. Like I was saying, this one was a bit weird since it was just all of a sudden just revealing Dom's brother who died in the car crash back in the 80s. It just felt weird, like how that was never even once brought up or even thought of in the last ones. I guess maybe he was so private about it that he didn't need to bring it up at all, even to Brian, anyone in the family. So I guess that was the reason why it was never mentioned, but it just felt like a bit like, whoa, where did this guy come from? And of course it was John Cena. While watching the movie, I must have just got a bit lost in the moment or something, because I thought it was his brother that died in the car crash, but it was actually the dad, which got me a bit surprised. Like, I was like, oh, okay, it was the dad who died, but I was just like, wait, recap. I thought it was his brother that died, but then again, he was in the trailer, so why would they do that? Why would that make any sense? So yeah, apparently, the brother, what was his name? Jacob? Hang on. Oh, okay, the dad's name was Jack and the brother was Jacob, with a K, J-A-K, almost my name. And they called him Jake one time in the movie, so how about that? So apparently, Dom thought that Jacob caused the dad's car to crash, fucking up the engine, and that made him, and he exiled him from the family for forever, up until I think this movie. And that's why I guess that's why we just never heard about Jacob over the last eight movies. And they finally reunited when they were trying to get this device in Montecito. Where's that? Montecito is in Santa Barbara. Oh, so it's somewhere in California. Has really hot summers as well. Shit. But apparently, Jack wanted the dad wanted to actually crash because of to avoid some debt that was happening in the family, and told Jacob to tamper with his car to die. So I guess he wanted to go, but some other fuckhead in the race fucked that up and made it seem like he killed him. And there was a bit of like a flashback of like messing with that guy, or getting up that guy for like being responsible for the dad's death, which, I mean, who wouldn't do that if that was the case? And Han returned for the first time since Furious 6. I mean, there was a funeral for him in Furious 7. It wasn't mentioned at all in Furious 8. And Furious 9, they brought him back, which everyone was just like, why? It just made, like, the death that they showed at the end of Furious 6, and, well, it was... that scene was really from Tokyo Drift. This made all that seem like pointless. Like, why would they? It's anyway. I guess I just missed Han, which we all did. And yeah, you know, Han said like, after I think after what was the name from Furious 6? She plays for Wonder Woman. Gezel Yasha. Yeah, she died. So I guess I don't know. You just. You could tell at the end of Furious 6 he wasn't doing great, and Mr. Nobody, who didn't really appear in this movie, I guess he was going to have a massive role in Furious 10, hopefully. He offered Han a job, and it faked his death, and they had to protect, and Han had to protect this girl, named Ellie, because of her DNA or something. And yeah, there's, I don't know, like, I'm happy Han's back, but I just feel like, let his character rest, but I guess I don't know, there was wanted a callback, so why not? Speaking of callbacks, Sean from Tokyo Drift came back. I mean, he was in the scene in Furious 7, which apparently Furious 7 took place right after Tokyo Drift because of the race. The race at the end of Furious 7, the race at the end of Tokyo Drift. So he came back. He was doing this whole rocket spaceship car, which, you know, a reference to Furious 7, to the Fast and Furious franchise going to space, which everyone's just like, oh, how much fake can you get? I know what you mean. Like, space racing, yeah. It wasn't really a space race, it was just like, oh, of course, space is involved. Anyway, but it was nice to see at the end, as well. Like, this felt weird for me. Like, not that I watched Tokyo Drift back in 2006. I didn't watch it until years later. But for the first time in 15 years, I was like starting school at this point. We got to see Sean and Han reunite, which was just like, whoa. Even for me, who only saw Tokyo Drift a few years ago, I was like, whoa, that just felt weird. For everyone else, it would have been more weird seeing that 15-year gap and they finally reunited. But
sent chills.
And Cypher from Furious 8, who Dom helped during that movie, came back and tried to. Who was also apparently imprisoned for the events of Furious 8, which I thought she just escaped and was still on the run, but I guess they caught her. She returned for this one and tried to get Jacob on her team, which he was not really fond of since he was, I guess, a one-man show. Yeah, I thought she died at the end because of that when she was flying. We all thought she was flying that jet, which crashed, and apparently it was just like some like remote control thing. So of course she survived that. Otherwise there'll be no Furious 10. The Rock wasn't in this one, I guess because of the whole drama between him and Tyrese, which, you know, Tyrese said if The Rock was in this one, he wouldn't do it because of some drama that happened after Furious 8, and with the whole drama with the making of Hobbs and Shaw, which Tyrese was not on board of. And neither was I. I didn't really feel like that movie was necessary, but anyway. Jason Statham, or Deckard Shaw, wasn't in this one until the very end, when we all got that big surprise when he reunited. I guess you could. No, that's not the right word, but you know what I mean. He met up with Han, who was supposedly killed by Deckard, but apparently not. So now Deckard's gonna cop it real fucking hard in Furious 10. I don't know what's gonna happen. Is that coming out next year? Also forgot to mention Dom and Letty raised Dom's ex-girlfriend, whatever, like some previous lover from the franchise. There's a kid who, you know, she died of Furious 8 from Cypher's henchman, and the son's name was Brian. Who would have thought? Can't wait for the actual Brian to meet him in Furious 10, which we all saw his car arrive at the very end, which, I mean, who knows, may not be him. Let's fuck that whole part up. Sorry, but who knows, may not be him. But apparently the brothers of Paul Walker said they're gonna help make Furious 10 for him, so see how that goes, I guess. One thing I found out that was weird was Ramsey apparently never got a license, never knew how to drive a car at all. Fuck up. Not so much now, but a lot of car races are involved in this movie. This movie franchise is mostly based on cars and stuff, and she didn't know how to drive one, which is kind of just like, why is she even in the fucking team? But you know, she's a very experienced computer hacktivist, so I guess that's a massive reason. Otherwise, it's like,
yeah, why are you here?
It was good for Dom's sister and Brian's wife to return as well, while Brian looked after their kids. What was her name? Mia Toretto. So this was a bit of a weird review. Don't know how this is gonna look while edited until I edit it, but hopefully you guys enjoy this movie review. I'm planning on actually doing one on Black Widow in a couple weeks, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this movie review on Furious 9. Can't wait for Furious 10. When it comes out, I think it's, when is Furious 10 to come out? Oh, an 11th installment. I thought they said they were going to stop at 10. Oh, okay. Well, whatever makes the money, I guess. Thanks guys for watching this movie review. Remember to like, subscribe, and if you want to watch it, I know it's a couple of years old now, you can watch the Avengers Endgame movie review that I, like I said, made 2 years ago. Or actually, I'll make a playlist to that as well, since I've only done 2 reviews on this channel, but I'll make a playlist for 2 videos. Alrighty, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Laters.